Good morning. Today we will be discussing about finding real numbers between real numbers. Let us recall what are real numbers, and then we will try to identify real numbers between real numbers. So, real numbers are the collection of rational and irrational numbers. That is what we have discussed. So, real numbers are the collection of rational numbers and irrational numbers. That is, the two collections put together, we call them as real numbers. Now, we have already learned how to find rational numbers between rational numbers. Now, we will also learn how to find irrational numbers between irrational numbers. Then we will also find how to find irrational between rational numbers and irrational between irrational numbers, or in fact rational between rational number is already done. Now we will learn irrational between irrational. Then we will learn irrational between rationals and rationals between irrationals, and we will also learn rational and irrationals between rational and irrationals. So that is what we are going to learn today. So as we have discussed earlier, in fact we have discussed some methods in finding rational numbers between rational numbers, and the most effective method which can be generalized for both rationals and irrationals is the decimal expansion. Now we have already discussed there are three kinds of decimal expansions. One is terminating decimal, next non-terminating repeating decimal, and non-terminating non-repeating decimal. So these are the three kinds of decimal expansions, and the first two takes the shape of rational numbers, and the last one is your irrational number. So given any two rational numbers, when you are able to convert them into their corresponding decimal expansions, you can easily find some decimal numbers between those two given decimal expansions. For suppose 0.25 and 1.222 so on. Now these are two rational numbers, and you can easily write rational numbers between these two. That is, any terminating decimal or a non-terminating repeating decimal is a rational number. So if you write any of them between these two, those comes under your rational numbers. So decimals gives you a fair idea of what kind of rational, in fact how to find rationals between rationals and irrationals between irrationals, so as rationals and irrationals between rationals and irrationals. So if we have a clarity of what are terminating and non-terminating repeating decimals, and what are non-terminating non-repeating decimals, taking them into consideration, you can easily find as many rationals or irrationals between any two given real numbers. So these are your two rational numbers, and if you want a rational number between these two, you can easily write 1, or say you can also write 2.666, that is also between these two. So likewise you can figure out any number of rational numbers or irrational numbers between any two given real numbers. So instead of speaking about rational numbers, I would rather say real numbers. That is what I do. So given two real numbers, I can find out infinitely many rational numbers and infinitely many irrational numbers. And I have used this word infinitely many for uncountable. So which means that there are uncountable number of rationals and irrationals between given two real numbers. So that is the case. For suppose say you have root 2 and root 3. Now you need to find out some rational numbers and some irrational between these two real numbers. Now root 2 decimal expansion is already known to us, which is 1.4142 so on, it goes like that, and root 3 decimal expansion is 1.732 so on. Now you know these decimal expansions. When you know the decimal expansion, it is very easy to find out any number of numbers between given two irrational numbers or rational numbers, or to speak more generally, given two real numbers. So these are your real numbers. If you want to find some rational numbers, so you can write any terminating or non-terminating repeating decimals between these two. Say 1.5 lies between these two, therefore that is a rational number because that is terminating. You can write 1.5 bar, that is also a non-terminating repeating decimal, hence it is called a rational number. So these are your rational numbers between these two. If you are talking about irrational numbers, you can write 1.523 so on, or 1.52375 so on. That is any non-terminating, non-repeating decimal is your irrational number between these two real numbers. So the basic idea over here is, given any two real numbers, if you are able to know the decimal expansions, then it is very easy for us to find as many real numbers, to be more precise, as many rational numbers and irrational numbers we can find between the given two real numbers. I repeat it again. Given two real numbers, if you know the decimal expansions precisely, we can find out as many rationals or as many irrationals as we may please between the given two real numbers. So that is about finding rationals or irrationals between two given real numbers. So that is with regards to finding rationals and irrationals between given two real numbers. So the basic idea is, if you know the decimal expansions, then that will be rather easy. And you should also have to know that rational numbers always be in the form of terminating decimal or a non-terminating repeating decimal, whereas irrational numbers are non-terminating, non-repeating decimals. So if you know these, then you will be able to identify as many rational numbers or as many irrational numbers or as many real numbers you want between any two given real numbers. So that is all about the discussion between finding real numbers between real numbers. Next, so these are more general cases. This applies for every given two real numbers, and we can easily find out the required number of real numbers using the decimal form. If suppose we are interested, or we are only specific about irrational numbers when two positive integers are given. For suppose say 3 and 5 are two positive integers. Now if you want to find an irrational number between 3 and 5, then the irrational number between 3 and 5 can be root over 3 into 5, which is root 15. So root 15 is an irrational between 3 and 5, provided this should be a non-perfect square. If it is a perfect square, then that will not be an irrational number, that becomes a rational number. So that is the condition we put there. So given any two positive integers, say 3 and 5, say a and b, then the irrational between these two positive integers is root ab when a into b is not a perfect square. For example, 2 and 8. 2 and 8 are two positive integers. I want to find an irrational number between 2 and 8. Then if you apply the same logic, 2 into 8, 2 into 8 is 16. 16 is a perfect square which is equivalent to 4. Therefore this is not an irrational number. Therefore here it fails. So that is the reason we put a condition over here saying that AB is a non-perfect square number. That is, it is not a perfect square. So this is the most general case, and this is a particular case only applied for some positive integers. So that is it all about finding real numbers between real numbers. I have posted a worksheet on the same. So today the topic is very simple, provided you have to know this. If you know the decimal expansions, if you know how to convert a given number into its corresponding decimal expansion, you can easily identify as many real numbers as you want between those two given real numbers. So that is the basic idea. And the point to be noted is, every rational number is a terminating or a non-terminating repeating decimal, and the converse is also true. That is, every terminating decimal is a rational number, every non-terminating repeating decimal is a rational number. So that is it. Here, all rational numbers need not be non-terminating repeating decimals. All rational numbers need not be non-terminating repeating decimals. There can be numbers which are irrational numbers, but they are not non-terminating, non-repeating decimal expansions. So see, the both ways are true. So what I mean is, here the both ways are true, whereas here given an irrational number, it need not be non-terminating, non-repeating decimal, but given a non-terminating, non-repeating decimal, it should be a irrational number. Given an irrational number, it need not be non-terminating, non-repeating decimal. That is, all the irrational numbers, I am not saying that they are non-terminating, non-repeating decimals, but all the non-terminating, non-repeating decimals, they are irrational numbers. So that is the point which I am trying to stress upon here. So that is all about it. I will be posting a worksheet today. So go through them. The problems are rather simple. And today, along with the worksheet, you also refer the loss of exponents that we have done in your class 8. So that that will be so that the next concept will be easier for you to understand because that concept is basing on the loss of exponents. Okay, thank you.